and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Burrow to throw right away. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl is unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On third down, Burrow. And complete to Zach Ertz. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They go play action with Burrow. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling.
And this time, he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Burrow. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Finding space at the 40. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. An inside give, Brown down to the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On the return, Hester. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, K.O.K comes on to punt. Here's Hester. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running right, here's Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to be caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Brown will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's a give to Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 95 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They go play action with Jackson.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Handing it off to Brown.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run it in with Brown.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down.
Flush to his right.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They give it to Brown. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know,
for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. The hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the food in the bed. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6-4 hit switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.